In a world where we're trying to understand so much about the human body, testing has become so essential. We've got an expert here to talk all about it. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle show. I love what I get to do here. We've got our guest RJ. He's over on the end of the table over there, and True Health Testing Victoria, the owner and founder. We're going to talk a little bit about what goes on today in the medical testing world. Yours truly, I have been the subject of testing. Usually, when you want to start a new job, or often, sometimes I worked a little brewery based out of St. Louis, and we would do random testing just to see what we had in our bodies, to make sure that everybody there was playing nice and wasn't going to do anything crazy based on what they may or may not have been doing in their extracurricular activities. But we're going to talk about it here. First, we'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle that you may or may not have a job that you support your castle with. You probably do, some source of. And they might have tested you while you were there to make sure, before you got the job and those kinds of things. So with that, let's jump in here. We've got a great looking website. We've got a cool Instagram, and we're gonna find out a little bit more here about what we're doing. Tell me, welcome our guest, Victoria. Victoria, thank you for joining us here on the Your Little Castle show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell me, how did you get started in this industry? You started very young. You've been doing this 14 years.
Yes.
What led you here? How did you get into this?
So originally I started back in high school. I went to Webster Groves, and they had an option to go to another school, which is South County Technical School, which is another part of high school. So you'll be one day, portion of the day at the high school, the other portion you'll go to South Tech, so it's half and half. And so South Tech was more so hands-on. And so you get to choose a career path that you wanted to go through, and so they had a few options that you could explore, from healthcare to construction to firefighting, and I decided to go to healthcare because one thing I love to do is help individuals in any way that I can, any shape or form. So I decided to go the CNA route. I did not become a CNA. It was not my goal of choice. So then from there, after I graduated high school, I graduated with also second diploma from South County Technical High School in health sciences. So then I was like, oh, maybe I want to be a nurse. I want to help people in that aspect. And so I started getting ready to go to nursing school. Then I said, nah, I don't want to do that. Let me just explore my options. So I started working in the hospitals, all the way from a patient care tech to a mental health tech. And I just started getting my skills up. I learned how to draw blood. I did blood pressures. I looked at EKG rhythms. I did just about anything that's going to help the individual speed up their process while they're here at the hospital stay or in the ER. And so by just learning from that, I ventured off as I got older, and I said, hey, how can I implement the skills that I have to help individuals on a daily that's going to also benefit me with having a 9-year-old and being a single parent, and how can I flex my life around that? So then I decided, okay, well, let me come up with this and, figure out what else can I do to help save the world.
Here we go. We're all trying to save the world. I like the way she says it. But yeah, so much now depends on medical testing, and tell me what are some of the areas that people generally are testing in? Because now people are trying to figure out their DNA, right, and their genome and all about that. Tell me how that plays into what you're doing.
So it plays in a lot with that. It's a lot of genetic testing that is going on right now because individuals are finding out that their family has been diagnosed with different type of cancers, or different type of diseases that now it's raising a red flag to them and like, hey, I want to know if I have any of those genetic issues. So then I start doing blood works. A big thing right now that is going on is genetic testing. A lot of it is called sister studies, which is they do for individuals that has breast cancer. So it's a lot of sisters that have breast cancers. And so their sister goes on and they do a course of testing that involves with stool samples, urine, and blood work. And I will go to their home or they will come to me, or I will go to their job, whatever is convenient for them. I offer very convenient services, and I will go and collect that blood work as they've done their urine and stool, because I don't like to play with feces.
Right.
But I would collect that and take that all to FedEx for them. So I would just be conveniently going to homes and doing like a lot of genetic testing or jobs so that individuals can, have, a sense of mind.
Okay, yeah, because ultimately these tests are going to help people learn a lot about their body and what's going on, and predispositions they have towards different diseases and cancers you talked about. Just so much you learn by having this kind of information. RJ, do you enjoy helping mom with this? What do you enjoy about this most?
I enjoy about when I help my mom out, and it feels good to help my mom out because since she's like my only parent, I normally help her out and do stuff for her at the house, and with True Health testing and vision. So it feels pretty good.
Well, there you go. He sounds like he's been interviewed before. Good work, RJ. So yeah, he enjoys what he's doing here, and it's because you guys are having an impact. What's it like working with your son?
Oh, it's great. I'm able to show him that you can do anything your heart desire. Like I started in the hospital. I'm also in the field. I'm a first responder as well, saving lives on an ambulance. I do that on the daily, and I have a business. And I show him that whatever your heart desires, you can do it. You can wear many capes, as many capes as you like. Do not let anyone discourage you from anything that you choose to do.
Well, that's pretty cool that you get to work with your son so closely and give him the encouragement and build that confidence, because so often kids, they don't get real hands-on experience like they get here, and can actually be of good assistance too to help carry things and I would assume package things, line things up, greet people, say hi, and make sure that everything is in order to run a successful business. But you've been doing this now a total of 14 years. What is your passion for this? How did you develop a passion for this that you enjoy helping? How does this make you feel good about helping people?
It's the little things that, that individuals like. Just as if you get up every day and you may go to the grocery store. Someone may be looking down and all you have to say is good morning to them. It can really impact them. You never know. Maybe they didn't have that, from someone else. And so for me to come in their home, they probably never had a conversation with anybody, but I take, time, and as I, go in people's homes and just make a small impact, even if I'm just drawing their blood or doing like a wellness exam, they just have a peace of mind to say that someone is actually there that cares for them. I enjoy every moment. It just makes me feel great because some people don't have answers, and if I can come help them gather answers in ways that they don't know about, I would love to do that.
Yeah, I say that if you realize what's capable here. I have a good friend who's in the genetic realm, and he talks about how there's just so much you learn. These tests are critical because now you get to really dig into what it is that causes potential problems for somebody for their own, survival on this planet, the diseases that they can are more susceptible to in the history they've got. And so you're helping people to figure all that out, often years, if not decades in advance,
right?
And give them that kind of information that can literally. So you're literally helping to save lives.
Yes, literally.
Okay. Well, I mean, how often do we need the information is power, and we talk about if you can just get the information out there. I love talking to my mom about this because she says, Carter, ultimately education, information is what will help people to move up in their careers and to help other people and to benefit and to run a successful business, which you're doing here. So great job there.
Thank you.
We appreciate people starting their own business. What's it like being your own business owner, though, as somebody who started a business from scratch, kind of carved out a niche here?
Yes.
Tell me what it's like to be your own boss.
It's great, actually, because, some days I can't say that I don't want to get up and not go to work. I can't call off and say, hey, I'm not coming in today, because I'm very in the field. I'm there to help my staff as well. If they get in a jiffy, as they would call, they can always pick up the phone and call me, because I'm going to always come out and save their lives. If they need anything as well, hey, I can't get this blood draw. Okay, here I come. Or if I can't help you, I'm going to send someone to help you. It's just great, just being able to have your own schedule and just know that, you're not working in a corporate location, and that, you can't oversee exactly everybody, but also you can actually be hands-on in your business. And I love every bit of it.
Well, yeah. Once you get control of your own business, you can create your own destiny, and we've proven something that is successful. I mean, I didn't realize, but yeah, you've kind of carved your own niche out here.
Yes.
Are you kind of mobile? You will go then and help people, and people come to you, or you go to them, or how does it best work to help people?
So I do have a brick and mortar over on Manchester in downtown Maplewood. The address is 7213 Manchester. I am right across the street from Enterprise. So if you see Enterprise, I'm directly across the street from there. So I offer convenient services as if they want to stop by on their break at work, they can stop by and get their blood work done. Also, I do offer convenient services as well for individuals that are at work and one that can't leave because the hours that a lab is open, normally 8 to 5, and a lot of people work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. And so I'm able to come, to their work and, complete that blood draw really fast, or that urinalysis, or whatever testing that they need. And I can also come to your homes for individuals that may not have a car, may not have any transportation. I'm able to provide that services as well to them at a low, convenient price.
There you go, creative. That's what I'm saying. You carve your niche out by offering something, because every time I've done a test, we had to go to a facility. So you offer that.
Yes.
And then, as well as if somebody doesn't have the means to get to your facility, you will help them to coordinate a way to pick up and mobile, if you will.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That to me is kind of what sets you apart. That's a very unique offering, and makes it a little different for people to make it more convenient. What is it about this now that do you see this growing? Do you see this? Are you going to go into multiple locations? What do you think is next?
So I am growing very fast. I started over a year ago. I've had tons of contracts. I will be officially affiliated with Quest.
Okay.
So I'll be having another location with that. And so I'm just working on expanding. My goal is to be worldwide.
Worldwide, everybody. She go worldwide. What song is that? That's Pitbull, I guess, right? We're going worldwide. That's
Yes.
some ambitious goals there.
Yes,
Is
yes.
RJ going to be there to help you, you think?
Yes, in the future, once he get a little older, he'll be able to run his own location.
RJ, are you excited about working with Mom on this to help to grow the business?
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm confident in myself too when I get older. Just confusing, but it is pretty good that when I get older, I can help out my mom.
Well, there you have it, everybody. That's RJ. You can tell, well-spoken, articulate. He's got that confidence, and confidence is so key to anything we're going to do and have success on this little planet. With that, we've got some community-based stuff we are always working on, and so we're going to share with you guys a little bit about some of our work out in the community. One of our favorite charities we worked with this last year, and doing things to impact those who suffer from PTSD. So with that, stay tuned, and we'll be back here in just a minute, everyone. Stay tuned. Will Bates, everybody. Will Be Inspired. Tell me about the event you got going on here.
Oh, we got a golf tournament today. Got some people coming out to support our military veterans and first responders. Everything that we raise today goes towards benefiting them, mental and physical health, overall wellness, wellness retreats, outdoor retreats, gym memberships. You think of it, you name it. That's what we do. So this is all to benefit them. I appreciate everybody coming out and taking action. Thank you.
We're at Old Hickory Golf Course. Been here for a number of events. Great crowd here.
Yeah.
How many people turn out for this thing so far?
There'll be at least 170 people here.
170 golfers, everybody. All right, if they need the Cardinal Cowboy to give out some free golf lessons, I might be doing that later. Don't wait for that. Don't wait for that.
Yeah,
It's
I
not worth it.
appreciate you.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Giddy up. We'll see you guys. Giddy up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there we have it, everybody. And technology changes the way the world functions and survives. So magnetize your media. Pick up our book. This is Magnetized Media, the introduction written by the Cardinal Cowboy here. But we'll talk about that in just a bit. But first, I wanted to give a shout out. We do have a number of great reviews getting started here. Nothing but 5 so far, and you can see that's pretty exciting. I would imagine, what's it like seeing a number of reviews coming in for you, where you're getting people who are giving you that 5.0?
Because ultimately my goal is to always give everyone the greatest satisfaction, to always give a 5-star and above, regardless of who you are, what you look like. I treat everybody the same. So long as you can be there for them for that small moment, and not just getting them in like LabCorn Quest, they will run through you, and I take time and, just have a conversation with them, and we talk about just the randomest things at times, and hey, that puts a smile on their face. Sometimes they don't have anyone to talk to at all. So I'm there to help talk. So I feel like a therapist at times too.
Well, you get to give that personal care, and it really kind of sets you apart. With that, give me a quick analysis. Why does somebody need to get testing? Why would somebody second guess whether or not they should get testing? A lot of times this is to prove what they've got or what kind of treatment they should have, and it's critical that they have these tests done.
Yes. So I think everyone as general that they should do it annually every year, and that they should always get blood work done. And the goal is to, learn about your health and know health is wealth. Honestly, it's a lot of individuals in this community, especially here in St. Louis, that has high blood pressure and diabetes. Sometimes their body just gets so immune to those running on high blood pressures or running on high sugars that they really don't know exactly what's going on. So I say if you do have something going on abnormal, that you do get your blood work as often as every 3 to 6 months is very important for those individuals that are already high risk. And also, we don't eat very healthy here nowadays, so it is very important. I feel like, just knowing what's going on with your body, and just knowing how you could possibly pass it on to your kids, or, your grandmother could pass it on to you, may have skipped your mom and just, came to you. So I just feel like, it's very important that you should know about your body.
Well said, yes. And RJ, was it fun for you? You enjoy helping mom to help people? Is that kind of what you get to do?
Yeah, one time I had asked her, because I had a large cake after my birthday party, so I had asked her, can I give some food to the homeless, because they might not have food. So, but I had asked her, and she said sure.
There you go, and that's what it's about, helping other people. and starting young, RJ here, the assistant here for Victoria to make it happen. Well, tell me, why should somebody choose you? What is it that you feel like you do better than the rest that you're really offering to bring as a benefit to our audience?
Okay. So I offer, friendly services and very affordable. For individuals that may not have it, I am there to work with you so that, you can get your testing done. Regardless if you have insurance or no insurance, I'm there to help you get testing. I offer, services, very friendly, very fast. You do not have to sit for long wait times. You call me, I'm like 911 sometimes. So I may not be there right in the 2 minutes, but it may take me a minute to travel to you. Or I'll say, hey, come on in, let's get it done. And, sometimes I just give free services out to people just so individuals can know. You don't even have, some days, I just let people walk out not even having to pay. I do offer friendly, affordable services. That is my goal.
Well, there you go. And if you're doing such good work for the community, that's kind of how the word spreads. And once you've learned to contribute to our community, it comes back. I think they talk about that in one of those books. It says you get 10 times what you sow, and a good way to build your business. Can't give everything away, but for periodically help somebody that you can tell may be in need, and go out of your way to make a little bit of an impact on somebody who could use a little help. Do you have any specific certifications that are necessary? I'm sure there's a number of things that you had to be tested on and trained on.
Yes.
What are some of the certifications you get?
So I have a lot of certifications. With everything that you have to do, you have to have certifications. I am IV certified, so that is to be coming soon to do IV hydration and to do vitamins through IVs. So I am IV certified. I do have training in phlebotomy. I'm very great at that. I'm the one that they always call on when, they can't get that blood draw. I'm very nice, and I don't jab around in your arm. I get it done. I feel and see what I see, and that's it. Also, I had to get certifications in genetic testing as well, with DNA and fraternity and maternity testing. Just about everything that I do, I had to have a certification. I had to go through everything with the state, and I am DOT and non-DOT certified.
What does that mean?
Department of Transportation. So individuals that are, truck drivers, non-truck drivers, like you said, at Anheuser-Busch, I will possibly, as time going along, as if it would possibly be someone such as me that will come in and get your urinalysis, because you have to be certified to do it before you can actually do it.
Okay, yeah, so there's lots of qualifications here. She's got all kinds of certifications, probably more than anybody in the medical field may realize. And it just helps them make sure that you've been tested and trained, and have got the background to do that. What of all the certifications you've attained, what was the most challenging that you went through?
I truly, a lot of it is all reading. And you have to learn to do hands-on. The most one that was very challenging was paramedic school. Paramedic school was a challenge for me because I was, trying to figure out how can I run my business, be a single mom, and, just get ready and go out in the field every day and do clinicals. That was the most challenging task for me to ever get done, because it was just very time consuming. I couldn't put my time in other places where I needed to do.
Gotcha. Well, the time and dedication has gotten you through that, and you passed those certifications, and now I've gotten to that level where you really get to help make a difference on our planet. And getting those certifications is so critical, because it does mean that you have the training necessary, because we're talking about taking blood from people, and some people get nervous about that.
Yes.
But they teach you how to train, how to handle people who may be a little apprehensive too.
Yes, definitely. And also the ones that are there that is, nervous at times, I take a second and I distract you. We may sit there, we may have a conversation for a few minutes,
All right.
and then I start prepping myself. So, I'm all about, calming you down, self-calm.
RJ, does your mom do a good job making people feel comfortable and get ready for what they're about to do, to give some blood and do a test?
Yes, she does a good job at it.
That's good. All right. Well, you got the support of RJ. You got the support of a lot of people that are obviously very happy with the work that you're doing. And as a small business owner, there's a lot that's on your plate. Tell me, what is it you think most people benefit most by having a small business owner like yourself in the community?
So they can have someone where they can go to and, pick up the phone and just know that person's always there and, willing to help is a very big thing. It's a lot of people that just have careers or jobs and they just, are in the field just to say that they have it. But me, I take very pride in everything that I do, and it goes a long ways when they know they can pick up the phone and call someone that knows that they care.
Yeah, do you think that there's a benefit there? People realize you are a small business owner, so there's a little more flexibility you have, but the people might be a little more comfortable with you because we all get a little apprehensive dealing with big corporations and where's my blood work going and who's handling this. Because you're personable and you're a small business owner, you get to give a little more direct personal care.
Yes, that is correct. With all the personal care, I walk them through everything. I even call them and give them follow-ups. And I let them know, like, hey, this is how you can check your results. And if there's not a way you can check your results, I always give them a contact number to the lab that I'm sending all the results to so they can follow up with that.
Yeah, there's a lot here that goes into this. People want to know what's going on with their blood work and can imagine they're going, where's this going? How is this going to get treated? Who's going to have my blood in their hands, and how does this all get treated? Do you explain that process to people too, and assure them that this is being handled properly?
Yes, I explain the process from start to finish, all the way from when they walk in my door, how to sign in, all the way down to once they're done, and I've already put the bandage on them. I tell them from start to finish what to do.
Well, very exciting to see somebody with the ambitious drive you've got. We've got a great looking website we're going to show off here for everybody too, and so you can get lots more information here, but this is thitesting.com, and you can see all of what information you may need to know will be available. We think we encourage Victoria to put our interview on the website here to help people to learn about what she does, and with that she's also got more information out there on her Instagram, and you can see there's lots of good information there too, and give you a little bit of a history of what's coming out there, and she's just growing that audience too. But it's neat to see somebody so ambitious to take on the task of running a business and creating websites and social media and all the things that people, because you need the information out there for everybody so they can understand. With that, as we finish up here, we got about a minute left. What's the biggest mistake the average consumer makes when they're making a decision to get this kind of testing done?
I would say the biggest mistake is that they're not hands-on. They're not hands-on. They don't know what's going on in the field. My biggest goal, I want to know what's going on all the way from, what's going on in my lab, what's going on out in the field, what is going on with my team. Even if my team is having a problem, they know that they can come and talk to me and say, hey, if they need to take a day off, hey, I need to take a day off because XYZ. I am very willing and capable of allowing them to do that because I'm in the field as well.
So yeah, you've got a nice team working for you. How many people do you have working in?
I have 3 people right now, but we are expanding and we're growing.
Well, there you have it, somebody, a small business owner going after it, making a difference, hiring and expanding and impacting our little planet. Make sure you get your testing done. Make sure you get your testing done professionally with somebody who's got a great 14 years in the industry doing this, everybody, and knows what she's doing. So give it up for Victoria and her team, and RJ, who's here to help her. Stay tuned for more, everybody. You're watching the Your Little Castle show. Giddy up.